What's up, guys? It's Benches, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. In the last episode, we had our moments. We moved into our new home. We learned that we have a wonderful daughter. We learned that we're a little awkward meeting new people because we're in this bright new place and everything like that, and we're starting our new lives together. It's a good time. It's a good time just to be a dad. Just a good time to be a dad. We've met some new dads. We met Brian. He one-upped us a lot. We had a Pokemon battle with our kids. It was a good time. And overall, it was really fun. And I gotta be honest, I was really eager to play this some more. So we're going to continue where we left off prior, because Amanda, our daughter, is having a sleepover, and we gotta skedaddle because she don't want to be hanging out with her friends with her goofy, like, hey, I'm the dad kind of guy hanging out. So we're gonna take that upon ourselves, and then we're gonna go ahead and do that. So let's continue. Wow, I guess I really didn't think this plan through. I'm not entirely sure where the closest bar is, and Amanda still hasn't shown me how to use the GPS on my phone. How do you the book face? I don't know how to do it. Being a dad is hard. So I'm just gonna pick a direction and walk to it. Let's go. This way. Cool. Okay, we're marching. We're marching in the direction of the game. Any game, really. In the distance. Could it be Jim and Kim's? A big burned out neon sign hangs above a tiny dive bar. Jim and Kim's, huh? Alright, it'll do. The bar is small, dimly lit. The crack of pool sounds in the back as Partons laugh and joke. A string of multicolored Christmas lights hover above the bartender. I can't tell if he's Jim or Kim. I'll pull a seat by the bar. What'll it be? One beer, please. Sure thing, boss. The bartender slides me an ice-cold beer. I take a sip and enjoy the refreshing taste. This isn't beer, it's soda. I don't drink alcohol, but it's part of the story. Say, are you Jim or Kim? I'm Neil. Oh. I awkwardly turn my attention to the game, which is playing on one of the televisions in the wall. As of luck would have it, my team of preference is not only playing, but it's also currently in lead, which is always a good thing. The brightly colored mascot, which is some kind of animal, does cartwheels, and it's silently cheered one of my favorite teams, hoping that I don't get into any confrontation arguments with a fan of the opposing team. Sports! Several people in the bar are wearing distinct colors of the team I dislike, although I believe their demeanor that is like me, the passion for their team is all good and good fun. Sports! A middle-aged woman in nearly empty wine glass slides up to the bar and sits uncomfortably close to me. Yes, hello. Oh, hello. Good to see fresh meat. I'm Mary. Come here often? No. I actually just moved to this part of town today. I'm Ben, by the way. Are you watching the game? Yeah, my preferred team is in the lead. If they keep this up, they'll win the game with ease. Oh, I love that team. I also love that game. I love someone who knows their way around balls. I'm getting the impression that she's a little drunk. By golly. I don't know, I think maybe she's had enough, but I have a problem with confrontations and I don't want to seem like a douche. I'll buy her a drink. One drink. I almost reluctantly signaled the bartender and order Mary another glass of wine. Neil jokes back and forth with Mary. They clearly are friends, and this clearly isn't her first time doing this. She tips her glass to me. Suppose I gotta keep you company, yeah?
Hey, sailor.
So, what do you want to know? Let's see. Well, what's the latest gossip around here? You came to the right board. I'm an observer. I watch people. I see everything, know everyone. Nothing gets past me. So...
Come on.
So what? I thought you were gonna... I forgot what we were talking about. About the gossip. You said nothing gets past you. Oh, right. I also still trap confidence to fault. So, what else can you tell me about this part of town?
Hey.
It's quiet, that's for sure. If you want an idyllical little life with white picket fences, then the place to do it. But everyone in town has a secret, you know? She takes a sip of her drink. That was a little too ominous for my taste. She leans closer. Would you like to learn some of my secrets? Uh-oh. Oh boy. Maybe some other time. Suit yourself, sailor. Mary saunters off, setting her sights on the newest power patron in the enter. I happily watch the game. Another beer has gone. The game has gotten close in terms of points. A little too close than what I'm comfortable with. After a particular skilled player scores a number of points for the other team, putting them in the lead, I hear an affirmative grunt from another man in the bar. Go team. Ooh. Who's this rugged, handsome piece of man? He sits alone, brooding over his beer, keeping an eye on the game. Enjoying the game? I am now that we're winning. Oh, we must be rooting for different teams. In my opinion, my team is far superior. I have to disagree with that. Based on our win-loss record, I'd say that my team is superior. That's where you're wrong. Since it stands right now, my team is beating yours. The conversation ends, and there we both go back to silently rooting for our respective teams. The game is close, with both sides playing their hardest to win. But in the end, my team prevails. Quiet cheers ripple through the bar. Yay, go team, go team. I raise a respectful glass to the man drinking whiskey. He raises his in response. An unspoken truce is formed between us based on mutual love for the game. He motions to the bartender, who pours 2 glasses of whiskey, and the man slides over to me. I don't like whiskey. The name's Robert. Thanks, I'm Ben. Hey. You must be new here. Mary already hit on you? How'd you know? Yeah. Robert chuckles. She's a peach. Well, you picked the best bar in town. As slimy as it is, you'll never find a better spot than Jim and Kim's. Is there actually a Jim or a Kim that runs this place? No, that'd be Neil. Neil waves from across the bar. Hey! Good guy, Neil. Not enough Neils in this world. Well, that's a unusual response, but I'll take that. Okay. You a whiskey fella or a beer fella? Beer, but I'll drink most things. You like shots? Ooh, shots fired. I don't like them. I'm gonna be a 16-year-old girl right now who's trying alcohol for the first time. I love shots. Thank God. Robert nods to Neil, who serves up 2 shots of whiskey. He hands one to me. Here's to your health. We take the shots. The whiskey burns going down, but I try my hardest to look tough. That's the stuff. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, Ben. This guy is out of my friend league, but I think if I play my cards right, We'll be pals in no time. Compliment his cool leather jacket. Compliment his rugged good looks. Compliment his hand tattoo. A man always respects his leather jacket, so we're going to compliment his cool leather jacket. I like your jacket. Thanks. Been in my family for a long time. Passed down from the firstborn to firstborn. Cursed, some would say. Man, this guy's mysterious and cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round. What are you doing here tonight? Trying to make friends. I'm new in town. I figured it might be good to put myself out there. You seem pretty cool. The key to being cool is acting like you don't care about anything, but actually care very deeply about everything, to the point where it's debilitating. Really? Robert downs the rest of his drink. Of course not. He gets up. Be right back. Gotta powder my nose. Guys powder... Okay. Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. Really? Ha! I guess so. I'm a pretty likable guy. I gotta admit, that Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back with the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket. I'm gonna go home. You headed my way? Whoa! Wait. Is he inviting us to go with him? Robert and I leave the bar and find ourselves walking in the same direction. Oh, man. I live in this cul-de-sac down the way. Does everybody live there? Me too. We just finished unpacking today.
Hey.
Great place to be. Good neighbors. Well, some of them. Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop and he turns to me. I don't kiss and tell, Ben. Oh, okay. So are we gonna do this or what? Whoa! Oh my god, I'm actually kind of like, ooh. What? You know, do you want to come inside or not? A wave of realization rushes me, and I blush. Lay it on smooth, smile and nod. No, thank you. We gotta be cool. We're gonna be cool. Lay it on smooth. Well, I don't see why not. That sounded smoother in my head. Let's do it. I follow him up to his door. He fumbles with his keys for a second and unlocks the door, leading me inside. The moment the door closes behind us, he pushes me against the wall and kisses me, grabbing my hips. Oh my god! Things are about to get erotic. Oh my god. Camera off. Come on. Robert takes my hand and leads me upstairs into what I assume is his bedroom, but it's so dark I can't see anything but Robert's intense expressions. He kisses me again. I can hear him shuckling off his jacket. I clumsily take off mine too. His hands roam down my chest, and suddenly he tugs at my belt. Oh! I don't normally do this. Do you want to stop? Yellow? Yeah, that. No. Good. Robert continues to unbuckle my belt and guides me to his bed. Oh, man. Let's have some fun. Oh, I'm doing the thing. Sunlight is beaming, the slate blinds on my head are pounding. I really overdid that last night. Wait a minute. This isn't my old house. Or my new house. What did I do last night? Oh. Oh, right. I look around for Robert, but I find myself alone. Oh. I'm violated. Hello? There's a clatter from the bathroom, and the door opens. Robert is fully dressed and grabs his keys. That was fun. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, it was.
Oh.
You should go. Oh, no! That's certainly not what I was expecting. Oh my God, he treated me like street booty. Talk to you later? Robert cracks a smile. Sure. Your clothes are over there. Oh my God. I hastily get dressed and showed myself out. The sun is unbearably bright. I need to lie down and start making my way back home when I suddenly remember. Amanda! I forgot I'm a dad. I rush back home and throw the door open. Something smells delicious. I got bad dad. That's an achievement. Amanda? Amanda runs out of the kitchen and looks slightly disappointed. Aw, man. I was kind of hoping you had gotten kidnapped. I was going to have to come rescue you. No, I made a friend at the bar last night, and I ended up sleeping over at his place. Where are the Emmas?
Oh.
They left a little while ago. Oh. Did you guys have fun? Yeah. We watched some movies, ate snacks, stole a car. You know, the usual sleepover stuff. You teens and your larceny. So, this breakfast that's cooking. What's that all about? Well, there's hash browns and eggs and bacon. Can I...
Ugh.
Yes, you can have some breakfast. Bless you, sweet child. My head throbs. Ugh, I gotta get something about this. I gotta do something about this hangover. Amanda, your loving father might have overdone it last night. Oh, somebody's hungover. Shut up. No, not. Father of the year. You wouldn't happen to have any aspirin or... I've got just the thing. Hold on. Amanda runs over to the fridge and pulls out a jar of pickles. What? Amanda, what? Drink this. The pickle juice? Yep, it's what I used once, and I would assume someone would use. Also, assume that it works pretty well. I like what she's smart. I like what she's doing. Although I've never tried it before, and I won't try it, obviously. Give her a stern yet restrained side eye. Who raised you? Amanda Ann... Who raised you? You did? Right. Do as I say, not as I do. You got it. This better work. I down a sip of the tart juice. No. More than that. You way more than that. I mean, I assume. Watch it, you. I drank more pickle juice and helped myself to the delicious breakfast that Amanda has graciously allowed me to partake in. After inhaling some hash browns and dunking several pieces of bacon into a runny egg yolk, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Amanda grabs her backpack and keys. Well, I gotta get to class. Don't forget the meeting with Mr. Vega, okay? He said he was important. Love ya. I'll be there. Knock him dead, kiddo. Always do. We do our secret handshake. And I get off to work. I get a little work done at home before I glance at my watch and see that it's almost time for the meeting. I hop into the shower, change my clothes, and I'm on my way. Still a little hungover. Never give up, never remember. I arrive at Amanda's school. At the front desk, they give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I feel pretty haggard, not brushing my teeth or showering, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and I'm relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Oh my god. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. who? Mr. Vega. Hold on, I gotta do this like a teenager. I don't know, have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not? Up those stairs to the left, can't miss them. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple of minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to that low-rent Gerard Way. Gerard Way is the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, for those who don't know. Fully ready to give him a piece of my mind when suddenly he pops out of the classroom next to his locker.
Oh.
Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? Fine, Mr. Vega.
Oh.
Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. I'm gonna find you, you pricey little prick. I mean, we're not cool. Oh, you must be Ben. This period is almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Mr. Vega leads me in and takes a seat. It is one of the comedically small student desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. It's true! I used to get... I never got stuck in those seats in high school. I was a fit boy. I was a fit, tiny little boy. Alright. Well, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the and unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Sangler's Catcher on the Rye? Yes, Colin. Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow and makes a fart noise. When the whole crowd erupts in laughter. Alright, everyone. Very funny. Colin, please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell at the end of the period rings and all the students immediately get up and make a break for the door.
What?
Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbooks. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers?
I don't know.
Both, you know. Budget cuts. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem. Mr. Vega, please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda is a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. Well, what's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but she cares recently. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I normally chalk this up to the senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hasn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? Well, we just moved. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal, and she would appreciate your guidance if she keeps heading down this road. I know it's important. I know it's how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on the scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I will make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo.
Hey.
Anytime. On my way out, I stop. Thinking for a moment, I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo.
Oh.
Yes. They ever catch that rye?
Ah.
My god, I'm so stupid. Yes. At least he liked it. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She always been such a force of positive in my life, especially after we lost her father. Amanda must have been done with class for the day, but I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home. And maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up in the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali this whole time. It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. Let's go to the mall food court. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Jeez, can't a dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? Child, I'm not made out of money. We just got a house. I will buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal to me. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a video game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their partners, from their parents. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay, but also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because, you know, maybe the parents also have dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what are you trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie. Mr. Vega said that you haven't been participating in class and you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything.
Dad.
Uh-huh. I can tell whatever it is, she doesn't want me to know about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed out that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She still files a laugh. What's so funny? I don't know. I don't think you'd get it. Okay. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No. Dad. Ugh. I can't believe you would...
Oh.
Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you... Ugh. Gross. Sorry. Just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns on the radio. I guess the conversation is over. To the mall, then. Everyone needs to know how to use power tools. Ain't that the truth? Alright. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple of different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop the mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah! Watch your mouth. Language, Missy. Yes! I knew it. I knew they were going to do that. Heck yeah? Better. I'm such a dad. It's awesome. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. Nobody looks happy in the food court. I don't care who you are. If you ever go to the mall and you see the food court, everyone there looks miserable. Even the not even just the people working there, but the people eating there. They just look miserable. What are you in the mood for? A bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or do you want me to just inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and then a naturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at the rickety table and dig in. These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy our fluorescent, cheesy goodness together until we are all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Which meme? All memes? Amanda sighs deeply and places her head on her head in her hands. Oh.
Ugh.
Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that So the problem is by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all use and I've already done the joke to death.
Aww.
And what's worse, that movies, TVs, and video games will try to jump onto that meme train, but based on how long it takes for them to meme, will be dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it, and it isn't funny. Oh shit! What up, Dad? Please, I can't believe I said that. I don't even feel cool saying that. Anyway, changing subject. Where to now? Want to go to the goth store? What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself by anti-establishment despite being the exact representation of the establishment? I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movement in the 70s and the 80s? Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one where you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one! Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is! You can still see the outline, kinda. I'm so proud. She went to go see if her barf was still on the floor. Speech! Amanda. Speech! 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 Alright, alright. I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today. To commemorate this historic moment that would forever shape history. On this day, very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Ches. I like that her name is Ann Ches. Oh, it's so perfect. Amanda Ann Ches had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her fathers to take her to Dead Goth and beyond to buy a rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over the display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father had to pay for said merchandise, which the day remains among the possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slowly at first, then faster, and then more vigorously. Partons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Oh, hey, chain wallets! While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at in a dead Goth and beyond. let's look at the mugs. I'm a dad, so I like mugs. I suddenly is stricken by by existing fear. There's only one number one dad, and there's why there are so many mugs here that say that. This is the whole time I thought there was only one. If I'm not number one, where do I place the global dad ranking charts? I have work to do. Look, this is very important to me. Whoa! I overhear a stiffed argument over the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. Don't you know what to tell you? Oh, this is the cashier. I can see that. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that you have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can tell if they're Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with the t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes.
Oh.
Hey, that Tron 5000! Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy, thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up. Radiating hatred, I hand her a 20. So what's that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes hard and I'm worried she pulled something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda a bag and clears the conversation and is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh, cool! Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yeah! They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but they also are haunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Colin Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck drivers, are ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the geariest peril yet. Oh no! Ghost done gone control of the truck. I can't steer it into the damned ice roads. Let me use the EVP meter to try to communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die! Ah! Almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, you're gonna die. That's because we're about to die, you... This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of the Colin and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterwards, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. When changing a tire, make sure to tighten the bolts in a starfish pattern. Pet every dog. That's a good dad tip. And I think here is a good place to call it. So we're going to save. And we'll go back to the main menu. Okay. So, pretty interesting episode, this one. We got violated. We got treated like street booty. But we're not going to let that happen again. Because we are not street booty. We will not be treated like street putang. But we kind of met a friend. But we also need to find out what exactly is going on with Amanda. Why is she's obviously hiding something, but we can't actually figure out what that is that she's hiding. So I'm a little concerned about what's going on with her. I want to make sure she's okay. But we're gonna find out what happens next, and apparently there's a vampire in our town. Who would have thought? But until then, guys, I hope you enjoyed this other episode, this kind of violation episode of Dream Daddy. And I will see you folks in the next one. I love all your faces. I'll see you next time. See you later.